Okay? So in order to use this in the pediatric mode, you just cycle from the adult setting, change to adult patient, yes. If we're going to the pediatric, change to pediatric, yes. So getting it in pediatric mode is that simple. It's a touch of a button. From this standpoint, we have the traditional settings, AC, IMV, and CPAP, and then our settings that you see here. So we'll just hypothetically say our patient's in AC mode. We'll use a rate of 14. Drive pressure, we'll say 15. Eye time, what's our eye time set on? Where should we set eye time?
1.
All right. Do we get an order for it?
No.
Okay. Peak, we'll set our peak on 5. So what should our total peak or peak airway pressure be?
20.
20, right. So we have that 15 plus our 5, and that equals 20. So we know our maximum limit should be about 20 on our pressure. What about sensitivity? How do we adjust that?
That's fine.
All right, it's on 2, right? Do we get an order for that?
No.
How do you know that sensitivity is set appropriately?
Yeah, because we learned that in school.
I'm glad you learned it in school. All right, so think about if the patient is doing this thing called auto cycling. What does that tell you about your sensitivity?
Too easy to trigger.
Okay. And what if it looks like they're really struggling to get that breath in? It's too hard, okay? So you have to kind of gauge your patient and set the sensitivity accordingly. All right, and then rise time. What's rise time?
How steep the breath goes in.
There you go. So it tells us how steep that breath needs to go in. All right. So setting-wise, the settings are still relatively the same. We have our FiO2 over here, and by default, the apnea time is at 20 seconds, but we also can set our rate. And just like with any apnea parameters, you always want to try to match the best that you can to what you have set. So we adjust our rate to 14. All right. So that's that. Looking at our alarms, well, let's look at patient data. Anything that we set can be seen here on the patient data screen. For the alarms are set here as a result of whatever it is we have that's being monitored. So our high pressure and our low pressure alarms, their relationship still exists. Low peak is still the same, low tidal volume is still the same. So everything is still relatively the same as what we've learned for our adult patients. So just get comfortable. I know it sounds funny, but get comfortable just pressing a little button, change it from the adult to the pediatric patient. Okay? All right. Any questions about that? No? Seems straightforward. Okay?